Shalom to the elect, giving all praise and honor and glory to the Most High Yahweh. There is only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, Bashem Kadash, name is Spirit Holy. First, giving double honor to the elder apostles and our elder bishops of Great Millstone, who well, peace and salutation to the elect. Shema Mafin is a map upon the Great Millstone Plaintables Camp, located here in the city of Philadelphia. Let's come with this lesson. The lesson should be basically titled, in a sense, among the spirit of this is an example of how corrupt Babylon the Great is. Alright, America is with its judicial system. Which basically, everything is paid off. Leaders, all of that.
He talks about how his
call it a long night, maybe a party that went way too out of control. But Eddie and 5-0 decided to go to New York. They go to New York, they see the Connect. When he pops the trunk, he finds the contract.
A guy pulled over, had a particular individual with 11 keys of heroin and coke were in the trunk. He was out on bail and under federal indictment at the time, having paid the bail and legal fees of 33 of, what is it, like co-defendant? That's a lot of drugs. Anyway.
Man finds the 11 bricks of heroin, the 3 bricks of cocaine. But now he's got a double problem. So he's already under federal indictment for the major conspiracy case, which everybody went down on. And now he has a new case, a possession case in Pennsylvania. Well, there was a judge running for the Pennsylvania Supreme Court that our attorneys or their attorneys knew. Milton told Eddie, if you made a sizable contribution to this gentleman's campaign.
I guess that'd be Milton Street. Which is, I guess, like a relative of John F. Street, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Philadelphia mayor.
And he was to win. He guarantees us that your case will get heard by the Pennsylvania Supreme Court.
If we're talking about Milton. Don't quote me on that.
Eddie gives my old man, I believe it was $30,000, $40,000, which he donated to this judge's campaign. That said judge won his election to become a judge on the Pennsylvania Supreme Court. Eddie's case went to the Pennsylvania Supreme Court, and it was dismissed due to an illegal search and seizure. Wow. True story.
I just let you know that America is just nothing but money. All about money.
He guarantees us that your case will get heard. He was to win. He guarantees us, our attorneys or their attorney, federal indictment for the major conspiracy case, which everybody went down on. And now he has a new case, a possession case in Pennsylvania. Well, there was a judge running for the Pennsylvania Supreme Court that our attorneys or their attorneys knew.
And it's all about who you know, right?
Milton told Eddie, if you made a...
Deuteronomy chapter 1 and 17. Ye shall not respect persons in judgment, but ye shall hear the small as well as the great. Ye shall not be afraid of the face of man, for the judgment is of the Most High, or the powers. And the cause that is too hard for you, bring it unto me, and I will hear it. Okay. What is it to have a respect of persons? The car. Respect. Face. We're going to go into this just to go into it. Show you in this commentary. Respect the person. Basically, if you send a respecting person based on their status and stuff. I'm gonna see if he has something specifically, but I don't think he has something here. The idea that all people, well, actually that's not it. There you go. One whose behavior towards people is influenced by their social status or prestige. Right? Somebody, because they're a lawyer, they'll automatically, okay, well, he's good. He's a police. He's good. That's being a respected person. And one time I was in a courtroom. Back when I was doing jury duty, back when I was in the world, right? You have it here. Someone who treats people according to their rank, status, or importance. Right. You know, and that sway their judgment. Yeah, I was. They were picking out potential jurors for a case, and one of the questions was, would you believe the testimony of a police officer over a regular civilian? The person said yes. Oh my God. That's called bias. A disproportionate weight in favor or against anything or idea of a thing. Alright? Natural inclination for or against an idea, object, group, or individual. Right? Like it'd be like, oh well, if a police stops a so-called black person, automatically the black person is bad. The police is right for pulling over any so-called black person. That's bias. You got some tools or ball bags that pull over so-called black people just for the shites of it. You know, or they might just don't like so-called black people, or they call it racial profiling too. But yeah, man. But yeah, in general, you know, just going back on this, you know, you could look into the whole, you know, the inners of this on your own. Do your own research. You know, I'm not sure if it was particularly Milton Street or whatever, and you know, all this connection, you know. But all that matters is that there's corruption in government, and all you have to do is follow the money. All right. So I'm gonna get one other scripture, which is Nahum. Chapter 3 and 1. It says, woe to the bloody city, it is full of lies and robbery. The prey departeth not. And they will take your money in the court system and still send you to jail too. Innocent or not, man. You know? Alright.
sizable contribution to this gentleman's campaign, and he was to win. He guarantees us that your case will get heard by the Pennsylvania.
Whoever Milton is, whether that be maybe an individual in the case, it's a lot. But, apparently, things was pretty much set.
Pennsylvania Supreme Court. Eddie gives my old man, I believe it was $40,000, which he donated to this judge's campaign. That said judge won his election to become a judge on the Pennsylvania Supreme Court. Eddie's case went to the Pennsylvania Supreme Court, and it was dismissed due to an illegal search and seizure.
There you go. So they can change the law and do anything what they want. And it says talking about our leaders cause our people to err. Isaiah chapter 9:16, for the leaders of this people cause them to err, and they that are led of them are destroyed. And it's like, somebody can get off and be a demon. What's the point of being upright? You got a bunch of people that's being wicked out here and don't want to be righteous, to wander, to sin, misled, mentally or morally. Our people, our leaders, like being different leaders that's in these different positions in government and community, etc. A lot of them are corrupt, man. As simple as that. So we'll leave it at that. So just an example of the corruption in Babylon. Shalom to you. Like, why this place gotta go.